Hi there, my name is Christian Eschbach, and welcome to Confessions of a Domestic Engineer, or as I like to call it, Code. And I got some cool, natural, reflective, creepy light going on. Hi there, everyone. Light was reflecting perfectly off of something in my room. It was giving this great underlight. Had to run with it. Not filming the whole episode that way. It's too much of a fun episode. So this episode, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do a Heroclix unboxing. Big fan of Heroclix. I was huge into it. If you go search on the web, you will look up Mojoverse Gardens. I'll put a link below as well so you can find it that way. From when I designed my 3D Heroclix map, I do plan on building a new one this winter. I had to wait for the price of wood to come down. Got too crazy there. I'm going to build a special new 3D board so I can fold it and put it away a lot easier and put extensions on, stuff like that. I really want to work it out a little bit. Anyways, I'm not getting into that. What we're going to do is we're going to do an unboxing. I've never done an unboxing episode before. I figured, what the hell? You know, I used to talk a lot about stuff, but, you know, I used to have a thing where me and my now ex, we used to talk about Heroclix and raining back and forth and stuff like that. And just not something I've been doing, obviously, with her anymore. So I never got around to doing a proper unboxing video. I just talked about clicks from episodes. So we're going to do an unboxing. We're doing X-Men Rise and Fall. I just picked this up due to happenstance. I had been planning on getting down to my favorite comic book place in Windsor, Rogues Gallery, downtown in Windsor. It's right by the Central bus station. Real easy to find. Family-friendly venue, you know. Totally family-friendly. And, you know, when I say it's holy ground, that means it's holy ground. You show respect in there. Anyways, went in. I love talking to Sean, owner of Rogues. Great guy. Picked up some clicks. Love me some clicks. And, I didn't know anything about this pack. I really haven't been following it the way I used to follow. I had no clue that the Exiles were in here until I looked at this right before I started filming. I love the Exiles. Matter of fact, I want to show you my love of the Exiles here. Okay? If you ever wonder what you can't see behind me, it's my comics. That's right, baby. I love me the Exiles. I mean, realistically, they could have done just an entire Exiles set, and I would so be into a complete Exiles set, because there's so much stuff just in the Exiles. I have no clue how long this video is going to run, and it's an unboxing episode. I've seen those can run pretty good. I might break it up. I might not. Who knows? Definitely going to be edits in here to some degree. Now, this is a legacy card. I haven't read much on the new rules with the legacy cards. I know this is something that was recently introduced. I read a little bit on it. I didn't get too much into it. Let's see what it is here. What is this? A Magneto legacy card from the Brotherhood of Mutants. So I don't know. Maybe I can play this card instead of if I pull a Magneto out of this box or something. I really am gonna have to read up the rules on these legacy cards, I guess. It's nice though. It's pretty and shiny. Look at that. It's all foily and shiny. You know. Perfect thing for, you know, a geek like me who was into that stuff. The foil cards and the holographic foil cards and stuff like that back in the day. Alright. Oh, they don't put the plastic tray in anymore. It used to come with a plastic tray that would help hold the things in place while you're taking them out. You know what? I don't think they've done the plastic tray in a long time, actually, now that I think about it. And I probably should have brought a knife up with me before I started this, but that's okay. When in doubt, we're just going to use this little reset tool for the phone. It'll break the tape seal. Alright, here we go. First box. I'm excited. If you're a Heroclix player, maybe you're excited too. If you're not a Heroclix player, hopefully I can make this exciting for you. Now, I should say, I don't like doing the battles with Heroclix anymore. I mean, I still will battle. Battling's fun. I prefer actually playing storylines with Heroclix instead, having actual proper stories. Only because there's less fucking fighting, honestly. Alright, let's see what we got going in here. We got Eric the Red, Kid Gladiator, Iceman, Multiple Man, Wolverine. Alright. Haven't looked at the cards yet, but Iceman, okay, Iceman's always good for barrier and a few other things like that. You guarantee he's going to have that, right? Wolverine is always good for various different things, healing and whatnot. I guess you guys probably want to see them, right? So let's take these out while I go through here. If I do this just right, maybe I'll put some stuff up on the screen besides what I just hold in my hand. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Okay, we got Eric the Red. Focus. Who wants to focus on me? Don't look at me. Okay, that's not a bad sculpt. Now, Eric the Red is kind of one of those characters that I don't have really much of an opinion on one way or the other in the Marvel Universe. Same here with Kid Gladiator. Not a bad little sculpt. Okay, Wolverine's in a classic Wolverine pose, you know. That's okay. I mean, I like my Wolverines, you know. Who doesn't like Wolverines, right? Now, I'm going to do Iceman one. Go over that so you can see that. There's Iceman. He looks pretty, you know, Iceman traditional. Oh, check out the hand. He's going like this, baby. Yeah. He's rocking it. Now, I have to read the card on Multiple Man. I always love Multiple Man Jamie Madrox, especially if he has the ability to use his multiplying, or if he has, yeah, has the ability to use his multiplying skill from the comics. There was a great version of him released quite a while ago in an X-Men set. I absolutely love using him, and usually it's great because it's one of those skills that it's like, if any character with the name of this, or, you know, Multiple Man or Jamie Madrox gets hit, you know, add this one in. So, it's kind of fun that way. Alright. Wow, okay, he's got this rally thing. Opposing attack rolls regeneration. Okay. When Wolverine uses it before rolling the d6, you may instead remove his rally die to use it as the result. Okay. And then on the back here we got actual rally. Alright, once per roll for each die in the finalized attack roll, and for all characters with matching rally die and trait color printed under their trait star. After resolutions, you may choose a friendly character to gain a matching rally die, rally trait. Colors specify which attack type they gain. Wow. So this rally thing's a little bit of a new feature, it looks like I'm going to have to read into here. Oh, Multiple Man is definitely going to take a little work. I can see that already looking at that. Okay, that's fun. Eric the Red. Okay, he's Shire. That's why I don't know too much about him. I don't know a whole lot of Shire. I know a lot of the basics. But even then, I'm not a huge Shire fan. I never really was. It's kind of weird. I'm weird with Marvel and their spacefaring part of the universe. Some of it I don't mind. Some of it I'm just really honestly not a fan of. The Shire, they serve their purpose, sort of. But, you know, in the grand scheme of things, the Shire are, you know, nothing better or different than the Skrulls, which are really no different than the Kree. You know, they're all just a bunch of space assholes. I do enjoy some other stuff from space, but not a lot of it in there. Like, Silver Surfer's always been one of my absolute favorite characters. And, you know, I love stuff, a lot of the stuff related to him. And I love a lot of the great cosmic stuff. But, like, you know, when you get into Galactus, and you get into Ego, the Living Planet, the Living Tribunal, stuff like that. I really dig that stuff, but, you know. Oh, this one's an interesting... Oh, I already see one character in here that is... I'm interested to see how they do. Oh, they got a couple good ones in here. Okay. So, first off, we got a Sentinel. Sentinels are always cool. I always like getting Sentinels. And the reason why is I've already got a whole fleet of large, giant-sized Sentinels, because they've released a bunch of them over the years. So I've picked up a lot of Sentinels over the years. Sentinels are really cool that way. And I've got master molds, so I can manufacture Sentinels as long as they make a certain number and blah, blah, blah. So that's really cool that way. I really dig that. Now that clicking noise you're hearing is me doing this. I like this sculpt. I like this design. This is pretty cool. We got the blob here. You know, there's only so much you can really do with the blob on a regular basis. Now, the only problem I'd have with this is, you know, the top part. If you don't actually look at him, he could easily be mistaken as Strong Guy. But that's a pretty cool sculpt there, I think, for the blob. And Arclight. I don't know Arclight too well. I've read Arclight in a few things, but not a character I'm overly familiar with. I'm going to take these last two out at the same time here. Put that tray to the side for after. And then we get to the ever popular and lovable Beast. I love Beast. Beast is cool. I've always dug Beast. You know, sometimes he's kind of a one-note character, sometimes he's not. But I really dig the intelligence of Beast. I love that he's a smart character, and he always was a smart character. That to me is just what makes him so much fun. Now this dude here, oh, I'm interested to see how this dude plays. He's not a lot of points, which is kind of surprising. He's only 30 points. But the Skinless Man. First off, sculpt's kind of cool. I dig that. I can see the tentacle or the skinless parts coming off pretty easy. But Skinless Man in the comics, he's pretty damn cool. He's actually part of the weapons program. I can't remember what number he is in the weapons program. And when I say the weapons program, I'm talking like Weapon X or Wolverine. And if I remember correctly, when it comes to the weapons program, Captain Rogers, or Captain America, is actually classified as Weapon 1? Possibly? I'd have to go back and check. But fantastic, cool character. I really dig Skinless Man. Alright, so we got a lot of the rally stuff going on here on, it looks like, X-Men characters predominantly. Because I'm seeing it here on Beast and Arclight. Once again, I'm going to have to get into reading that a little bit more. Okay, so Skinless Man's kind of got a cool little trait that if he uses super senses and succeeds, you can put an action token on someone. That's kind of cool. He's got a few other things on here. He's kind of... wow, oh, I see why he's only 30 points. He takes 3 hits, he goes down. His cards... Oh, there we go. Oh, you're not seeing that. There we go. That's why he's 30 points. Okay. Blob's not bad. I really dig the fact that the blob is impervious most of the way through until you hit regeneration, which is kind of cool. You know, I mean, it's the blob, so he's not huge or powerful, but, you know, for 50 points, he's pretty good. Then we got the Sentinel. This is a little Sentinel, just a little guy. He's only 25 points. Doesn't do much. Yeah, he's got a few things on it. I'll put more attention and detail into that later. Now, I guess I should have been going through those to see what was rare, what was super rare. You know what? We're gonna do a quick go through using the card here. And we'll see what is what. Oh, there we go. Let's see. So it looks like Kid Gladiator and Beast were rares, but not the super rares. No super rares. No super rares yet. We'll see how this goes. Now, really, the rares and the super rares, they only really matter if you care about your pieces for financial purposes. And I used to care a lot more about that than I do now, and I'm not sure why I cared about the financial part of it so much, because I never really sold any pieces. Once in a while I would trade, but that was it. Oh, that being said, just opening this up, I see a super rare right off the bat here. Ken. Ooh, interesting. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Start off with, is it Warpath? It is Warpath. Warpath at 50 points means he's going to be a pretty basic, normal Warpath. I've got a couple Warpaths I've had over the years. Different sets. Oh, is that a copy? Oh, it is. It's Hepzibah. Okay. I have never had a Hepzibah piece before. That's pretty cool. And she's ringed, so I think she is a... Is that a unique ring that she is there? I'm going to have to check on that. That's, sorry, I forgot to show you the piece. That's Hepzibah. Kind of happy to see that one. It's a rare piece, it looks like. I don't know what that silver ring is on it, though. That's what I got to check into. I'm not sure what that is. I know when they used to have green rings, it used to mean that they were a unique piece and you could only have one version of them on the map. Or, you know, like in your team, I mean, specifically. Alright, Dakin, here we go. Or Daken, sorry, not Dakin. Daken. Right there, that's not a bad sculpt. He's another one of that Shire people. I know enough about him to know where he's from, and he's okay. I'm not he's not a guy that I'm into, but if you're gonna put together kind of a Shire Empire kind of thing, he's not a horrible choice to kind of have there, right? And speaking of, and then we go, we got Smasher. I recognize Smasher as well from the Shire. And then we got Mystique here. Oh, that's actually a pretty nice sculpt of Mystique. I'm not sure entirely which comic this is modeled after. But it's a pretty nice sculpt. I do enjoy it. And not like you perverts think. I like that they actually took the time and effort to sculpt a lot of the detail into her that they did. Because Mystique's one of those characters, she's ripped, you know, and not grossly ripped. I mean, but nicely ripped. And the fact that they take the time to actually make her look, you know, she's effeminately ripped. Okay, let's go that way. And the fact that they take the time and effort to make her look effeminately ripped is really cool. Considering usually she's just in the classic white dress, right? Oh, Deken's definitely got a bunch of stuff going on here. Yep. That's going to be some reading to go on with Deken. Oh, Hepzibah's going to take a little bit of reading too. A lot of these are really low points. Again, Deken's only 50. Hepzibah's only 40. These are definitely meant to play more larger, small point games. Mystique's only 40. Smasher plays at 2 different point levels. Smasher can do 100 points or 30 points. Can be tactically advantaged to go even just at the 30. Sometimes when they have that other one, it's not great, but this one's not horrible. And Warpath's at 50. I've also seen some better Warpaths. This one's not bad, though. This one's not too bad. I think once I get the rally part of that down a little bit better, I might have a better understanding of that, or how good that is or isn't good, or anything like that. Comments, folks. Comments on that one. Please, leave lots of comments. I'm really cool with that, especially considering I still pick up stuff. I picked up the last couple Marvel sets, I believe. But I don't play it as much as I want anymore. Alright, here we go. Next part. Oh, there's the long shot that I was waiting to find. Okay, hold on. So, we got Marvel Girl. Okay. I have to see exactly which Marvel Girl it is. Shire Soldier. They look a lot nicer than they used to look. They used to look pretty cheesy. I've got a few, I think, older ones. Back from the early days. Alright, Long Shot. There's Long Shot right there. That's cool. I needed a Long Shot, a new one again. I like Long Shot. Long Shot's really cool. I've got, you know, a few of his trades over there as well. Once again, shout out to Rogue's Gallery and Sean over at Rogue's Gallery, because Longshot is his favorite Marvel character. So, you know, he just absolutely loves Longshot. And, you know, he's the one that got me to pick up the Longshot individual stuff, which I really enjoy. Me and him have a lot of common tastes when it comes to Marvel stuff. He's really good at telling me stuff I should pick up and read. Oh, Dr. Moira Mctaggart. You don't see her too often. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool indeed, because you can play her in a variety of different ways, or play her with a variety of different groups, kind of, you know, like, obviously she's X-Men related, but, I mean, she can, if you want to put together an Exiles kind of team, I'd have to check her card specifically to see, but, you know, she can totally go Exile, she can show up anywhere. She's a great character. And then we got Lilandra, the Shire Queen, or at one point was the Shire Queen. Makes sense with Deken, right? Her, you know, the sister. That sibling fighting, I believe that's what it was, right? Been a while since I've done that storyline. Alright. Well, Lilandra, right away I noticed she's meant to be played with a Professor X, so hopefully I either pull an Professor X or I've got some old ones I can still use with her. She's got a bunch of other stuff I'm going to have to read. 50 points. She's not bad. Moira! She plays with the whole rally thing. She's only 20 points, but... Oh, I dropped the card. Moira's only 20 points, but she's She's got some stealth on there. She's got sidestep on there. She's got her special. What's her special on that? She can give rally dice to other X-Men. That's pretty cool. Really gonna have to really look into that rally thing. Oh, long shot. Obviously, with long shot, he has to have probability control. It's part of his damage special. He can use it regardless of line of fire, which is cool because long shot should be able to use probability control regardless of fire. And he's protected against outwit and pulse wave. That's pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool. He's only 50 points. Holy shit, and that damage special is the whole way through. That's awesome. He doesn't lose that shit. And you can't outwit it. And, you know, the rest of him's not bad. You know, he's okay. Very playable character. Very playable character. The Shire Soldier is only 20 points, so that's pretty expected, we'll say. You know, nothing major there. Okay. Generate objects. Generate a Shire flag light object. Okay, cool. Let's check out this Marvel girl here. She's only 30 points. It is Rachel, so that means it is the daughter of Scott and Jean Grey. Actually, that's a really long... Okay, so... The true Rachel Grey, okay? The true original one that showed up from the future as the daughter of Jean Grey and Scott Summers. That particular Rachel Grey was... Rachel Grey, right? Or Rachel Summers, sorry. Rachel Summers. She was actually out of a What If comic book. Believe it or not, this is actually canon in the original run. That there is a storyline, what if the Phoenix hadn't died? Okay? Or what if Jean Grey hadn't died or something during the original run-in with. And Scott and Jean in that storyline have a baby. And they actually tell you flat out in the comic that the baby that they have and they call Rachel is the one that travels from the future back to the past to change whatever it was. I can't remember what it was. But that is Rachel Grey. Rachel Grey is the legitimate daughter of the Phoenix. It was Jean Grey, but it wasn't Jean Grey. Technically, it was Jean... Oh, no, maybe it was Jean Grey. Yes, at that point... Oh, I'd have to go back and read that comic. But anyways, yeah, so that's that. All right, here we go. We are on box number 5, I believe. Yes, box number 5. Let's see what we get out of box number 5 here. Alright, well, I already see another Warpath in there. Oh, cool, Darwin. Corvus Rook Shire. I have to check on that one. Alright, Darwin is cool. I love Darwin. Darwin is from X Factor. Great character. I'm interested to see how they play him out. He's Only 30 points. I'm really interested to see how they play him out. Warpath. We already have Warpath. I think it's, yeah, yep. So that's our first real double is Warpath there. Then we got Dakin. He's 70 points, so that's pretty cool. And Polaris at only 35 points. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see here. Okay, so that's Corvus Rookshire. Or Rookser. Name isn't really ringing a bell for me, sorry. This would be Dakin. This is Wolverine's son. Polaris looks like a typical Polaris. I'm not going to bother to pull it out. Darwin, I'm more interested in how he plays than his piece itself. It basically really is pretty nondescript. You know, you can see it pretty good there. Let's see how this card pack looks, right? Alright, that's really what matters here. Alright, Shire, that's Shire Starjammers, okay, that's why I'm not. Blade of the Phoenix as an attack special, Blades, Claws, Fangs, bunch of stuff that goes with that, I'll have to read it afterwards. 50 points, not bad. It's a good 50 points, you know, take a look at that if you want. And then, Dakin obviously gonna have Blades, Claws, Fangs, but, oh! Dakin poisons when he hits. And, anybody who's been poisoned can't be healed. Can't use stop for the rest of the game, even if this ability is lost. That's kind of cool. Okay, other than that, he's not bad. He's pretty cool. Kind of basic, but Dakin basic, you know. I don't think I have a Dakin piece, so it's pretty nice, actually. Let's see. Yeah, Polaris looks about like what I'd expect Polaris to look like. Not bad, though, for her point value, really. For 35 points, she's pretty decent, I would say. We already covered Warpath and Darwin. Darwin is safeguarded against Pulse Wave and Poison. He's got regeneration. And if you're attacking him, you can't modify values while attacking him. That's part of his trait. That's okay, I guess. 30 points. It's kind of not what I would have expected. I would have expected something a little bit different. But, alright. I mean, I guess it all depends on which version they're basing that on. It's definitely not the one after, you know, he became death because it was the only way he could evolve to avoid death. Yes, that did actually happen. Yes. The only way he could avoid death at the hands of, was it Hela? I believe so. I've got the comic. I've got the trade, actually. Yeah, he evolved into death. It's the only way you can do it. It's a good, cool storyline when you think about it. Alright. Let's see. Oh, we got a cool couple. Oh, Silver Samurai. Even before I get into this. Oh, that is a beautiful sculpt. Check that out. That is nice. I'm impressed with that one. Really nice. Colossus looks like Colossus. I I think the best sculpt I have honestly ever seen of Colossus was out of the Monsters and Mutations pack. Where he's sitting there, he's holding up the Sentinel thumb and stuff. That is probably the best sculpt he's got. That I've seen anyways. Most of the ones I've seen, I'm not a fan of. This is a nice sculpt. I dig the sculpt of Exodus. It's a traditional classic Exodus looking pose and sculpt, but it's nice. Ooh, got a Sabretooth in here. Not a bad Sabretooth either. I'm actually pretty impressed with that Sabretooth. Have I, let's see here. Were any of these? Oh, it looks like Exodus was my rare one in the pack. And we've got a Hellfire Club Guard. These are always nice to pick up, get. I think they actually just reissued some of the old sculpts in here. Honestly, I think I've got Hellfire Guards that might look like that already, exactly like that. Same with that Colossus too. I really do think I might have one that looks just like that. I'm not sure. Let's see here, or you know, I've been playing for so long that they're just starting to naturally replicate because you know people can only do so much, right? I mean, they could definitely do more. Alright, Hellfire, let's see, say what? Two different point values? With the same points. Okay, this is interesting. Alright, check this out, folks. Two different sets, both for 25 points. So you get that one there for 25 points, or those three for 25 points, it looks like. That's pretty cool. That's a first. So you can play them different ways. I like that. That's nifty. Okay, they're giving Colossus two different point values. You can do 75 or 50 on him. Pretty heavy duty standard. He's got impervious there, and he's protected from outwit. That's what that special on the defense is. So that's pretty cool. Plus he's got a few other things, so that's not bad. Alright. Sabretooth. 60 points, and at 60 points, that's actually pretty good 60 point. It's not bad. Silver Samurai. Alright. As a trait, phasing teleport. Move less than 5 squares, you can make a close combat attack. So that's not bad as a trait. Let's see. Other than that, basic stuff you expect Silver Samurai to have. 65 points, that's nice. And not a bad, you know. What I would expect for Silver Samurai. Exodus. Oof. Exodus, 95 points. So we got a little power coming here finally on this game. That's kind of nice to see. With Exodus, we've got... he comes with the Krakoan Revival Bystanders card. That's this. I'll get into that momentarily. There's actually quite a few on here, actually. That's kind of cool. Mind control, as a trait involves this, and then there's also a trait that has mind control. Hit character, deal hit character damage equal to the amount of Exodus's damage value. Wow, so you use mind control and then do damage on top of that. That's pretty fucking badass. telekinesis, stuff like that. That might be a little OP. Overpowered in this case. That's pretty... Oof. Look forward to playing that one a little bit. Especially when I go with the bystander tokens, which I'm going to have to check out. These ones are pretty good, though. You got Orca Soldier, Coven, Akaba, Horticulture, Phobos Armor, Skinless Assassin, PhD Apes. Now, I should mention that when I picked this up at the store, this was the last one I saw on the shelf. How hard I was looking? Not very hard. How deep did I look? Not very deep. But I saw this one and it looked like it was the last one on the shelf, so I picked it up. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This is one to open up already. I can see that. Son of a gun. Yeah. First off, Magneto, man. Magneto. Whew. Always nice to get a Magneto, especially considering, I think, like, out of all the boxes, all the cases, everything else I have opened up over the years, this might be the first Magneto I've gotten. Possibly the second. Magneto is not one I have come across easily. And then that brings us to Mr. Sinister. Ooh, that's a nice sculpt too. Now, I have another Mr. Sinister, and I do like my other Mr. Sinister better. He's got a whole tank with him and everything like that. He's really cool, sculpt-wise, but we'll have to see how his card looks. And we repeated Wolverine. Them's the breaks. No big deal. I should, Sinister, it looks like, is my rare piece in this pack. And then, what's this? We got a Brood. I love Broods. I got a bunch of different Broods. Broods are cool. I like Broods. I will pick up Broods whenever I can get Broods. Broods eggs. You know, Broods. They're Broods, Moloids, and one or two other ones. They're always great to have a bunch of them, you know? Really enjoy having a bunch of them. And then we got this Brood. That's cool. Nice sculpt on that one. Coloring is interesting. I'm surprised they didn't go more with the traditional kind of brownish coloring. Alright, let's see what we got here. Well, the Brood, the cool little flying one there, is only 15. And for 15, actually, that's a nice 15. You could do some damage with that 15. Magneto is only 40 points. Huh. This one's going to be a fun one to play with and interesting. Huh, weird. Because there's sidelines on this one. Sideline teams. Whew. I understand why, because, you know, like I had mentioned previously when I opened up Madrix there, you know, you do have to sometimes have some sidelines or whatever. This little Brood guy's not bad. Kind of interesting. And he's considered micro, so that's kind of cool too. 40 points. He's nice 40 points. I could play that 40 points. I'd be cool with that. Mr. Sinister plays at 85 and at 40, and at both of them, he's quite formidable. Got some nice stuff going on here. Traits, wow, he's got 2 traits. Quite a bit going on with those traits as well. Alright. Now, the other thing, too, is you never know exactly how a character is really going to work. You can fathom how they're going to work while you're opening up boxes of clicks and going through and stuff like that. But until you finally play them, you just never really know. And I mean, I had some that really looked really good on paper, but in the past, and I just, you know, couldn't get them to go right for me. Never got them to go right. I would swear that the piece itself was just jinxed, you know? And yeah, sure, why not? A piece can be jinxed. Oh, shit, baby. When they come bubble wrapped, you know you found a good one. Ugh, so hard to get out of the bubble wrap. They really protected it. It's definitely a super rare. Number 61B. Mimic. Oh, man. Exile. Sweetness there, possibly. If that is the Exile's Mimic. That is a beautiful sculpt. Alright, so Exile's Mimic. Mentioning that. When it comes to the classic question of if you could have any superpower, what would it be? I always have to ask, do we live in a world of mutants? You know, and do they exist everywhere? And as soon as the answer is yes, we live in a world of mutants. I'm not the only one just picking up my own I'm not a distinct one of a kind with a superpower. There are mutants around, and I can pull up other powers from mutants. If that is the case, Mimic. Every time. And it has to be specifically the Exile's Mimic, because the Exile's Mimic can mimic up to 5 powers at 50% of their original strength. So he can turn into... He can do... What is it? He likes to mimic Wolverine's... For most of it, Wolverine's healing factor, Beast's agility, Colossus's steel, Angel's wings, and I think he also does, or he gets the claws automatically when he picks up. I can't remember exactly how it works with that, and I don't remember what the 5th power is off the top of my head. Oh, Optic Blast. Okay, Cyclops is Optic Blast. This must be based more off of the... Yeah, this is not based off of the Exiles. Now, that's the other thing, too, is there is a Calvin Rankin in the regular universe that died early on by the name of Mimic. I don't remember enough about him. I was really into the Exiles one. Now, this is not the Exiles one, but holy shit, he's 150 or 60 points, and he's frickin' loaded. Holy shit, he is the hitter. We got another Brood in here. Once again, I like Brood. They're cool. They're useful. And these ones aren't bad. I like these little 15-point Broods. They're pretty nifty. Alright, other than that, we got Cyclops. Oh, that's a cool Raza change. And Impulse. Alright, Cyclops is Cyclops. You know how Cyclops is going to work, right? Okay, good. I don't really have to go into that. It's an okay sculpt. Doing more just the Scott person. I know it's not focusing on it. Sorry, guys. My beautiful face instead. That's Impulse. That's Shire. Yeah, alright, I guess. I'm not I'm not going to say that I'm an Impulse fan, you know. I'm not an Impulse fan, but I'm not an Impulse, you know. Once again, Shire, right? I've already talked about them. And that's a pretty cool Raza sculpt. Better than some older ones I've had. And Cyclops, he's pretty basic. Already talked about Brood. I believe Impulse is all going to be weighted to speed. Not much on the movement, but no, not really that way either. Impulse is alright, I guess. Impulse is only 40 points. I don't know if I'd ever really use Impulse. Oh, Cyclops was 45 points. For 45, he's not bad. Raza at 35 isn't bad either. It's alright. Alright, so here we go with the last two boxes. I've actually just pre-opened them a little bit. Not looked at them, just opened up the ends so you won't hear all the rustling. Well, we got a Professor Xavier, which is cool. Hadn't gotten him yet. We got Destiny in there. That's interesting. Skinless Man again. That's alright. Got another Sentinel. You got to have multiple Sentinels. And it looks like Havoc. Okay. Looks like Destiny is the one to write home about in that pack as far as rares go. Let's see. Haven't gotten anything extraordinary. No chases. But we got one box left. Let's see how this goes here. Let's look at these. Destiny. 35, but Destiny's got a lot of prob for 35. She's a good prob. That's actually a pretty decent 35 prob. Let's see, Professor X. Professor X is 25. Only 25, huh? Interesting. I'll have to read on that one a little bit. He's a standing walking Professor X. I'll have to show you the piece in a second. Sorry, I'm doing the cards this time first. The Skinless Man I already covered. Sentinel I already covered. And Havoc's going to be Havoc. Havoc also is at 35 points. It's interesting, some of these guys, the point values that they're at, and the way that they play, it feels like they almost rechanged the point skill a little bit. I mean, these guys are not going to hold up against higher point cosmic characters, for sure. But they could really give it a run, you know? My older Master Mold, I think could actually get taken out pretty easy by the right cluster of these guys compared to the numbers that they used to use. Now, I might be overselling these guys a little bit. Maybe they're not as powered as I think they are, but they look pretty powered, really. So you've already seen the Sentinel, and you already saw Skinless Man. Let's see here, we got Xavier. Interesting that they've actually got him up and walking around. And we got Destiny there. And then Havoc. They're okay, sculpt-wise. Nothing really special there. Nothing I'm overly impressed with that I haven't mentioned already. Alright, here we go. Last pack. Oh, there's some people I wanted to see. Hells to the yeah, baby. Okay. So, we got another Hellfire guard. Okay, no big deal. Another Raza. Yeah, whatever. But, we got a Banshee now. I like that sculpt, too. That's a pretty decent sculpt. Got him in a nice flying mode there. It's pretty decent. Looking pretty sharp. He's got 2 point values. You can see that from looking at his dial there. We'll get back to that. Got another Sabretooth. That's, you know, alright. So there was, you know, a couple doubles in that one as well, you know. But Sabretooth's a wonderful character to have, and having doubles of Sabretooth's not horrible either, because you can use them in different spots. This is the one I was excited to see, though. Because you cannot have a good quality Exiles team without Blink. She's going to be all teleport, basically, with a little bit of attack to her. But, yeah, Blink's cool, man. Now, I am slightly interested in how this was done. Now, it looks like from the boxes, there's two versions of Mimic. That would be the Exiles one. I don't have the Exiles one. I want the Exiles one. I need the Exiles one. Shire, like I said, I'm not huge into. Krakoa. Apparently there's an alternate Mystique as well, which I didn't get either. You know, I got the one version, but not the other. So, you know, I might... This set's interesting enough. I might pick up the odd other box, possibly. We'll see. Might just look to see what shows up at Rogues as well. Blink is what you'd expect for a teleporter. She's a decent teleporter, though, at 60, and she can teleport up to 3 friendly characters, so that's really good. Yeah, you know, she's okay. She's a transporter slash teleporter, you know. Banshee is decent. Banshee's what you'd expect Banshee to be. Covered Sabretooth, Raza, and Hellfire Club already. So, after going through all this, I'm interested to play out these characters, because there really are some interesting characters in here, especially at their point values. I am interested to see how some of these guys work, how some of them maneuver and stuff like that. And I'm really interested to see what type of damage I can do with these Brood, you know, especially when I start playing with other ones. I'm really not one where you have to play all the modern ones, you know. Like, in my house, the rule is whatever ones you want to play are the ones you get to play. If you want to play one that's, you know, 20 years old, play one that's 20 years old, right? I personally really dig mixing them up, older ones and newer ones. Because like I said, sculpts mean a lot to me too. Sometimes the sculpts are better. Sometimes, you know, like, I've got, mentioned earlier the Colossus that was holding up the thumb. I think it's a Colossus holding up a thumb. Anyways, Sentinel thumb. And if I'm mistaking him with another character. Anyways, the Colossus I'm thinking out of Monsters and Mutations, which is a really nice sculpt. It's also a decent piece. I like using the piece as well. It's got a couple cool features to it. I've got a couple other older pieces I still really like using as well. And then, I mean, you get into other stuff I've got. Like, I have the 3 major versions of Galactus that have come out. I've got the original huge one. I've got the one that came out in the, what was it, the Galactic Guardians set, I believe it was called. And then I went out and bought the newer, cool, super uber Galactus as well. And I'll be honest with you, I've only gotten to play 2 out of the 3. The new super uber one, I haven't gotten to play him yet. I haven't had anybody ready to play, that plays Heroclix that wants to, you know, really get into an event kind of thing. And that's one of those ones where you really got to plan it out and get to an event. But we'll see how it goes. As I go here, I'm going to start doing some episodes dedicated to rebuilding the 3D map and the story lines or scenarios, per se, that are built to go with it. I hope that you've enjoyed this unboxing. I know this video has run long, and, you know, if you're not a Clix player, you're like, well, what the fuck? If you are a Clix player, it's like, well, dude, that wasn't enough. No, it'll never be enough. But, you know, that's what future episodes are for. Anyways, this is where I do the closing. Leave me your comments. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share button. Comment section once again. Tell me more you'd like to hear about Heroclix, or, you know, when I get into the 3D map, you know, definitely there. Also, Patreon, folks. Patreon, because Patreon helps pay for stuff for me to do this. And people that give me money on Patreon get a hell of a lot more say in the videos and the stuff that I do. So, anyways, that's everything, folks. Peace, love, take care.